Hey, what's up YouTube? The Repo Man 360 here. Pickups episode 2. It's a little quantity lacking, but the quality's definitely there. So let's get started. I recently had to go to Miami, and whenever I have to go to Miami, I always like to stop by a game store there and see what they've got. So it wasn't a lot this time. But I did get to use the Grimsy code again, so thanks again Grimsy42. Excellent code. I'll have to put it in the description down below for those of you that don't know. It's like your birthday code that gets you 20% off, which is really nice, and I got it off on a very good game. But let's start with Dragon Quest Swords. Now this one unfortunately did not have, oh no, this one did have the manual, I'm sorry. The Final Fantasy Crystal Bears does not have the instruction manual, which apparently they just leave out. So I guess the next time I'm looking in the store, I might as well just pop it open and see if the manual's there. Alright, next we have Marble Saga. Somebody had told me about that it was a good game. I got that one new. That was nice. Then they have Zone of Enders, the HD collection. Okay, now this is the one I'm really excited about. It's been hard to find, and it's been real pricey. I even made it a point to get a plastic case for it because it's probably the most expensive Wii game I'll ever have, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles. Now they had just, according to the employee, they had just marked this down yesterday with the member price to $62.99. So this is quite the expensive used game. But I'll just pop it out of the pack here. It's super minty, super nice, super clean. Disc looks like it's never been touched. It's got all the little papers in here, the codes, the book. I mean, it looks like it's never been touched, so I was real happy to get that. Hopefully the price keeps going down so that other people can get it too, because it's a little ridiculous. But there's there's a backstory behind that. It seems like GameStop helped make the game, helped fund the game, so they ended up getting the production rights. So they basically make the game. So they control how many copies there are. They're the ones that sell it, and they control the price. So a little unfair, a little something there going on. Hopefully that doesn't happen more often in the future. But definitely a good game. Happy to pick it up. Now, as far as pickups go, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I got this week was a copy of Tron, Maze of Tron for the Intellivision. It is sealed. I'm not as familiar with the Intellivision's sealing packaging, so I'm not sure if it's a repack or not. But the box is really sharp. I don't see any kind of stains on it or anything. And there's I don't know if it comes across, but there's a bit of a band there. I don't know if that's how they packed them back then. But so I decided I'd fill the rest of the episode with an awesome find at my own house. I live in the Florida Keys, and we get a lot of hurricanes, and I lost a lot of my early stuff in Hurricane Wilma. It was one of the storms at the same time of Katrina. Most people know Katrina, but that same year there was a storm called Wilma, wiped out the Keys. I thought I lost this stuff too, because it was so heartbreaking. I didn't take any pictures. I ended up just tossing it en masse, and had no idea that this hadn't even been in that particular area that got flooded. So really psyched to find that box, and I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff that was in it. Okay, first up I'll start with my GameCube games. Now these are the games. I have more GameCube games now because I've bought some in yard sales and flea markets, but these were the ones that were personally mine, so that it's really nice to have them. Okay, and that's Wave Race Blue Storm for the GameCube. Alright. Then we have Star Fox Adventure, Star Wars Rogue Leader, and these are all complete, of course. You know, I bought them at the store new. Metroid Prime. This is the only one that's in a little plastic baggie. It's Pokemon Colosseum. Somebody bought it for me, but it was after I'd already packed up my GameCube and I wasn't really playing it, so I never opened it. So that'll be fun to check out later. Die Hard Vendetta. Actually, a really fun game. A really fun first-person shooter for the GameCube. You don't hear too much about it, but I enjoyed it. And then we have Luigi's Mansion. And let's see, WrestleMania 8, X8, with Stone Cold still on the cover. Later editions replaced him with The Rock, I believe, because he had some controversy over an incident with his wife. Alright, now we got some promotional stuff here. Now this one's got a tear in it. I'm not sure if it was repacked or, you know, how this was originally sealed up, but it definitely looks like it's shrink wrapped. It's just a Star Wars promotional disc with like a demo on it, some preview. Now this one I've already popped in a case, but it's sealed. It's a sealed preview disc. Got some interesting games on there: Billy Hatcher, Sonic, Splinter Cell. Now this is a really fun story. As soon as I opened the box, it all flooded back to me. I remembered it like it happened yesterday. When The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was coming out, and there was going to be a promotional disc that was given away with it. I really wanted that promotional disc, but I knew my buddy was going to buy Wind Waker, and I was just going to get to play it at his house. So I wasn't really keen on buying the game, but I knew I had to. So I ended up buying it and playing it at my buddy's house. But when I went to pick up my copy, there was an extra bonus disc. They only got 4 copies of the game, but they got 5 bonus discs. So they ended up giving me an extra bonus disc, and I ended up just playing my buddy's and giving it back to him when I was done. So I now have a sealed Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I put it in a case already, but I promise you it's factory sealed. And not just one sealed bonus disc copy that comes with the Ocarina of Time and the Master Quest that was never before released, but 2 on, just so there's no no camera trickery. I have 2 of them, so I'm super excited about that. That means I've got one sealed one that I could maybe trade to somebody for something else and still have another copy for myself. Now, here's, I worked at a chain store for a few years, and I was the game guy there, of course. And one of the things they had were the kiosks where you can play games, and there's the demo discs. And I ended up getting the demo disc whenever we were done with them, because you usually just threw them away. So I'll open this one up first. It's really weird. Some of them have dates on them. Some of them have version numbers. I don't know what the difference is. It's been too long for me to tell you what order they should go in. I'm just going to put them in the chronological order that I can. And I'll show you inside as well. We have these GameCube demo discs. This is October 2001. And it's just the disc inside. It's a regular GameCube case. But there's no manual or any kind of paperwork with it. But it's a regular case. You can see it's got a back. All right. It says interactive multi-game demo disc, October 2001. This is January 2002. Then we have March 2002. And now we're going to go into versions. This is version 7. We have version 9. Version 12. and version 13, Lucky 13. Again, I don't know what the difference is between them. I got all the discs that the store got, so I understand there's gaps, but I don't know why. But real excited to find that. There's a lot of other game stuff in that box too. It was just this big plastic Tupperware bin, just loaded with game. I thought it was full of clothes. I have a lot of like shirts and memorabilia like that, and I thought that's what was in that bin, and it was these games. So you could have just seen the kid at Christmas look in my face when I found them. So it was really exciting. Now, something else that was in that box, I decided to save it for last, was the GameCube Advance boxes. I don't know why I saved these boxes. I don't know how they ended up in this box, but they are super minty, super nice, and I still had the games for the most part. So I put the games back in. So now these are complete with their manuals and their little goodie extras. So let's check these out. We got King of Fighters EX, New Blood, Guilty Gear X Advanced Edition, and I've put these in cases as well. I enjoy the protection cases. I get them from a couple of different people online now. These particular ones came from Retro Protection, so thanks, bud. Keep making those good products. Then we have Pokemon Sapphire version, F Ruby. I was a Sapphire man. Complete in box. Very excited. Pokemon Leaf Green version, and I do have the wireless adapter that it came with. I don't know if you can see that. That is in here as well, so that is complete. Now this is the one that I don't have the game, and I think I don't have the game because it was terrible, and I had a younger brother, and I think I gave it to him, and he was thrilled to have it. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. So I'm on the look for another copy of this, not to play it. God, that was awful. Okay, and then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards, and the bonus cards are inside of here, unmolested. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition. Again, there are bonus cards in here, and they are unmolested. So, real excited to have that. I was bummed that I didn't have more pickups this week, but what can you do? There were only 3 yard sales, and I had to work, so I only had time to go to one, and all they had were antique knickknacks, which is not what I pick up. So definitely, thanks for watching, guys. I'll have some more videos up. I've got a Halloween video that's going to come up with a contest in it, so be on the lookout for that. And thanks again for watching. Take care, YouTube.